Hello, and welcome to this edition of Intelligent Video Today. I'm your host, Steve Vonderhaar. Join us on today's episode, Tony Lambert, Chief Technology Officer over at TechSmith. Welcome, Tony.
Thank you, Steve. Glad to be here.
Well, it's great having you. TechSmith is one of the long-lasting names in the video editing business. You folks are better known for your Camtasia video editing tool. Tell us a little bit about how you've positioned Camtasia over the years and why it's been such a success with enterprise users.
We focus Camtasia on really easy to use for video non-professionals. Time and time again, we see this surging growth of video, and the expectations on organizations is that people want to see videos from them, whether that be a law firm, a healthcare institution, or what have you. It's just growing, and the pressure's there. And frankly, there aren't a lot of people that went through school to learn how to do video content that are now being asked to do so. So maybe you're in marketing and you're used to doing simple ads on websites, and now all of a sudden you're needing to explore TikTok and Reels and Shorts. Maybe we were at Vid Summit, a conference last fall for YouTube entrepreneurials, and there was a law firm associate there that has all of a sudden being asked to start creating videos to improve the brand and get their brand out there for the law firm they worked for. So time and time again, people are being asked to do something that is scary, intimidating, and very new. It's all of a sudden this time component really has a significant impact on how to think about what you're trying to convey versus, say, a static text or image.
Now, you've been around for a long time, as I said, but you can maybe teach an old dog new tricks. You've gotten into the AI realm. Matter of fact, integrating your first AI capabilities last year already as part of a platform update called Rev. Tell us about Rev and your general approach for integrating AI into an already established video solution like yours.
Rev is a impressive workflow. It takes and easily allows someone to compose their person, a webcam kind of view with their screen in really powerful ways. When you go to YouTube and you look up how-to videos, a lot of times you'll see somebody like with their background completely cut out, superimposed over a screen recording. And that's not easy to do if you don't have a green screen, if you don't know how to record something where you have separate streams of content. And with Camtasia's multi-stream recording technology, coupled with the Rev workflow, we brought together these things in ways that give you one-click layout, templating, background styling, reflections, the ability to take your cursor and add highlights to it or expand its size so that it is sort of the hero of the story, we like to say. So Rev really is this wonderful workflow that leans heavily into, I'm not a video professional and I now need to make videos. Rev is a great jumping off point. And at the end of it, once you're done going through the Rev workflow, you still land in Camtasia, the traditional editing environment, but all of these bells and whistles have been turned on for you. So it sort of both gets you started quickly and as a form of training wheels to help you see the types of effects and how you achieve those effects in the Camtasia product.
Now, Camtasia is a well-known brand, but there are different levels of Camtasia capabilities. Tell us about the different levels of your offering.
Yeah, so we just launched 3 Camtasia plans in June. And the plans were born out of customer demand. We had a few different products in the marketplace, and the customers wanted a way to bring these capabilities so they had one thing they were purchasing, managing, etc. So the first plan is the Essential plan. This is the Camtasia that people have known, loved, and trusted for many years. Then we step up to the Create plan. The Create plan brings together a product we've had in market for 4 or 5 years now called Audiate, and brings it under the Camtasia umbrella. So that comes with the Camtasia editor that we know and love, plus this Audiate tool. And finally, the Pro plan extends beyond the desktop and brings in collaborative capabilities, the ability to do video reviews, commenting, and sharing the video easily through the screencast platform that we provide.
And I guess those tiers help you to delineate between different AI capabilities as well. On the footsteps of Rev, you've brought more AI capabilities into the platform. What are some of the AI-infused features that are now becoming part of Camtasia at its different levels of offering?
So at the essentials tier, and I should state, maybe it wasn't clear in my previous response, that these are all additive. So at the essentials level, we just delivered dynamic captions. So if you go to social media today, you're going to see lots of video with these bold, exciting words popping up. These ways to keep engagement. When talking to different creators that are successful on YouTube, they want to see screen change like every 4 seconds, or faster at times, to keep our brains engaged and focused, right? And so dynamic captions are a quick and dirty way to get that energy going on the screen. Our brains are so tied into seeing words and wanting to interpret them, that it's really quite engaging. And so using on-device AI models, we're able to deliver that capability for all the different plans. When you step up to the Create tier, now all of a sudden you get the ability to use generative AI to help you with script writing. So maybe you have a bit of writer's block and you want to get started. Maybe you want to just get a rough draft out there that you can then start working from. You have the AI tooling there to help you. Additionally, it gives you a text-based editing experience. So think of something like Microsoft Word, and now I can interact and type, which will actually edit my video. If I delete a word, it'll put in the cut in the Camtasia editor. If I want to add a section, I can actually generate a voice with a set of stock voices that we can use. So it really helps you get started with your voiceover there. And then let's see what else. And the Pro plan, now all of a sudden, like I mentioned before, we get into collaboration and things of that nature. But there's also some tooling there for sharing your video. So it's going to help you automatically come up with descriptions. It's going to help you with chaptering and a variety of things like that just help your video become more consumable and help people find the right portion of the video that they're looking for.
Now, it really seems like these are some features that can really accelerate the video production process. Sometimes I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. We've talked about the concept of slop before. How do you define slop, and how do we fight it in the video realm?
The slop is essentially like the word spam is to email, as slop is to content that's created with AI. This is dubious content. Oftentimes it's not very good. It's oftentimes erroneous, largely auto-generated. And we don't want to contribute to the slop out there in the marketplace. We strive to put the human at the center of the experience. We strive to make sure everything that's done, you have the opportunity to change and tweak and have full control over. Because frankly, we don't want to proliferate the internet with garbage. And we're seeing lots of capabilities existing in the marketplace that allow for it. And it's really discouraging. One of the things we can do to combat it is don't watch it. Don't feed the algorithms and say that this is content that people want. flag it in different ways if you can on your solution of choice.
So it's going to be a big issue over time, and it really is going to cut to the issue of quality of content. Nevertheless, we are going to charge forward with more AI capabilities on the platform. What do you see happening on the Camtasia platform between, say, now and the end of the year in terms of new AI-infused features that are going to extend the capabilities of the platform?
We have a number of capabilities we're working on that we intend to light up by the end of the year. A key piece in that audiate space, so at the pro level, we're looking to really help customers out with translation and voiceovers in different languages. So I am an English speaker; it's my native tongue. When I create a video, I can make a nice, compelling video in English. But what if I need to target French viewers or Spanish viewers? The first step is I can create closed captioning, translate it into French. So we are adding capabilities to allow you to translate into those different languages that you can bring into Camtasia. But going further than that, using generative AI for voices will also help you generate a French voiceover and a German voiceover that you'll be able to bring into Camtasia. And that's really helpful, especially in the enterprise. I mean, a lot of training departments at a large organization do not have the money or time to be able to, or the linguistic ability to speak in multiple languages. So we're going to help people get over that hump there. We are also going to be working with generative avatars. So not only could you have the French spoken, but you could also have a face speaking that language for you. And used judiciously, I think avatars are a really nice benefit to your video. If you just have a full screen view of one of these generative avatars, the technology across the industry is not there yet to confuse the human into thinking it's actually a real person. But used well, in circle picture in pictures and things like that, I think it can really add a nice element to your video and help humanize it a little bit more.
Yeah.
So,
So are you developing the avatar capability in house, or are you licensing it from a generative AI outside utility?
we will be licensing it from another vendor. And some of the technology that we bring to bear through our AI capabilities, we do license, and some of it we are able to leverage open source models and things of that nature.
It,
Um,
really, you're an aggregator of all these AI capabilities, bringing it together in a single video AI infused production video stack, and so that's a great role for TechSmith and the Camtasia product over time. But there's still some enterprise users who are a little bit leery of implementing AI solutions. What are the challenges that are arising when you're trying to bring these types of solutions to enterprise users?
Security, privacy. Is my data being used to train your model? What biases are in the data that train the model? There's a whole host of items that customers are concerned about in the enterprise. So we have solutions for a lot of these things, or all of these things, frankly. If you are in an organization that has compliance requirements or has for cultural reasons, the inability to send anything out of your network, the Camtasia Essentials plan is the right level for you. That will only use on-device models, so any speech to text, background replacement, none of that data is leaving your hardware. If you step up into the create level, that's when our tooling is starting to leverage services in the cloud. And then for customers that are okay with data leaving there, but they want to make sure that privacy concerns are nailed down, security concerns are nailed down. They want to make sure that their data is not being used to train any AI models. We actually, with the vendors that we use, we pay them extra to ensure that their data is not used, that our customers' data is not used to train their models. So if TechSmith ever used any customer content in order to train models, it would be a complete opt-in experience. So it wouldn't be defaulted on or anything like that. Today, we are not using any of our customer content to train data and train models. And if we did, you would see an explicit opt-in on behalf of the user. This is the type of thing that you'd go to our trust center on our website, and you can find our AI policy.
And I
But
guess
yeah.
as CTO there at TechSmith, there really is a balancing act between using some of those data center based utilities we were talking about before and doing some of the AI processing work at the device level. For Camtasia, what does that look like moving forward, and how do you make the choices between the two alternative ways of providing these capabilities?
TechSmith, as well as other organizations, like if you look at recent announcements from Microsoft or Apple, you're going to see more and more of this sort of hybrid world where, as much as possible, we're going to try to do things on device. And when needed, we'll go to the cloud for those capabilities. There's just so much more compute available today, as well as data available today up in the cloud. What we're going to see over time is our phones and our laptops are going to get more and more and more capable. I mean, if you pay attention to hardware launches in the last year, everybody's screaming about how they have new AI capabilities built right into those machines. And there's a couple things that are really key about those advancements. And I think the biggest one is so much of our work today is mobile. So much of the time we're on a laptop, we're on a phone, and the AI, hardware capabilities for AI are being able to do these with just a small amount of power usage. You know, if I use a developer grade laptop today without these AI capabilities, it's going to leverage the GPU, and that's going to kill my battery life. But the new processors and systems on a chips that we have in market today, and that will slowly proliferate the enterprise. We're nowhere near there yet, but as they do, we're going to be able to run more and more workloads on a normal, person in marketing's laptop versus needing a super horsepower dedicated developer machine with GPUs and things. So I think that the trickle down is going to be real in terms of the capabilities we'll be able to run on device. And I'm excited to be able to deliver features and things at that essential level for those customers that really need that extra lockdown environment, but still provide the richer capabilities for those organizations that are comfortable or okay with it. So.
Yeah, given as many changes as we're seeing, particularly in compute processing power, as you mentioned, this is going to be an almost impossible question. But look in the crystal ball, say 3 to 5 years down the line. I'm not looking for specific product roadmap issues per se, but rather just give me your general vibe, your sense of how the adoption and use of video is going to change as a result of the infusion of all this compute processing power and AI analytic capabilities.
3 to 5 years down the road, I think we're going to see more and more of the avatar generation. I think we're going to see the ability to edit for you. Not necessarily do a full video like we're doing this podcast or video cast right now, and afterwards you'll do some work to clean it up before publishing it, right? I expect we'll be able to see some of that process be automated. TechSmith has been exploring different ways of that. We did an event June 12th. You can go look up the TechSmith Future Proof Your Workflow with AI. If you search for that, you can see some of the sneaks of the things that we've been exploring. And what what I think you're going to see is companies like TechSmith leaning into how can we help you move more quickly? How can we help you get to compelling content more quickly? And as I said previously, we want to keep the human at the center. We want to keep you in control. So any of those types of features we do deliver to market, we're going to give it to you in a way that you still can change it, manipulate it, and tweak it. But if you look at how many hours people will spend editing a video today, it's orders of magnitude over the length of time it took to do the recording. And so if this recording took us 10 minutes, you might edit it for an hour or two, depending on how inarticulate I am.
Yeah.
At any rate, I expect you can see a lot more of that in the future, and sort of that power where we take a lot of the metaphors we understand, like the notion of editing text is so part and parcel to how we're used to using our computers. Those types of capabilities, auto doing edits for you, generative avatars, are things going to help smooth your workflow, like in powerful ways.
Yeah, certainly exciting times ahead for the AI-infused video business, but glad to hear that Camtasia is keeping us humans at the center of the experience. So that's very good to hear. So Tony Lambert, CTO over at TechSmith, thanks so much for taking the time to visit us today.
Thanks. It's a pleasure to be here.
And we thank you for taking the time to watch today's episode. If you want access to more industry thought leaders like Tony Lambert of TechSmith, just go to the YouTube link right below there. Subscribe to the Intelligent Video Today channel on YouTube, and you'll be notified of future episodes of the Intelligent Video Today series. For Intelligent Research and Intelligent Video Today, I'm Steve Vonderhaar. Thanks for your time.